Welcome to the Now You Know podcast, a podcast that will guide you to successfully navigate the online world and give you, as a super bonus, some thought-provoking takes on life. Without further ado, here is your host, entrepreneur, marketer, professor, and author, Flavio Salza. We are happy to have you here today. Enjoy the show.
So today we're going to talk about hosting online meetings. Well, if you have recently been directly to work from home due to the pandemic, odds are you are already familiar with Zoom, right?
You serious?
If not Zoom, probably Skype, you know. Anyway, Zoom is an application for remote work meetings online, but you can use to host any meeting online if you want. And usually it's free. So if you don't know, um, please check it out on the net. Just search on Google Zoom about Zoom or Skype. So anyway, a meeting combine many ideas in one because it helps to drive quality conversations. We already talked about this before. Also help branding yourself much better as an expertise in a subject, right? And can be a way to reward your listeners. We also talked about this before. So that's is the value of hosting online meetings where people can somehow see your face and have an interaction in more human way, I guess. So if you're already part of a niche group, hosting a meeting is an incredible opportunity to learn more about other members and most of all, share knowledge, right?
My mom always said life was like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get.
That kind of knowledge. Anyway, collaborate on a presentation is made easier now with Zoom and Skype's kind of softwares, right? Because we also have the screen sharing capabilities, and the meeting host can enable multiple participants to share their screen as well. So if you have a PowerPoint presentation, you can share your PowerPoint presentation as well. They can share their PowerPoint presentation if it's the case. The point is that even documents can be compared in real time, and for example, in case of presentation, you can get some you can get or can given some instant feedback, and that's very valuable because you're interacting in a way that Twitter, for example, Facebook cannot really maybe Facebook is okay, but Twitter or Instagram will have a hard time to do it in real time, right? Although you can go live on TikTok, or for example, right? So anyway, because of the convenience of digital resources like this, there is no excuse to not host a meeting online, and that's the point, right?
Catch me outside. How about that?
Well, as action, if you're not familiar with digital tools like Zoom and Skype, please do get familiar with. Spend some time on getting used to them. Maybe you know Zoom and Skype, but you never actually use or you use a long time before. So that's the one way for you to get familiar with that by using again, to call your friends and test the application first. Then you craft an agenda for the meeting. What is the goal? What is in for the participants? Remember, always adding value here. Then you send invites in advance. Don't set up a meeting that we started in 2 hours and you started to send invites 1 hour before the meeting. The chances are nobody actually is going to appear. So most meetings are failure because they you know, even begin because they actually lack of planning, right? If you're hosting one, make sure that you plan that well and also think well in advance. What is the goal of the meeting? Many people miss that out. Why I set up in meetings? People don't like meetings, but again, you have you can set up the meeting because you want to reward your listeners. One of the ideas, right? So it's like you want to have a Q&A section where you're going to be on alive. So that's can be also one way to use online meetings, right? So that's it. Think about it. It's a tool there, and you should use it because, again, that will help you branding yourself as an expert on the field that you are working on it. All right. So, all right. So, see you next Monday then. Bye.
Thanks for listening. The Now You Know guidebook is now available at Amazon worldwide. Get your copy on paperback or Kindle. You can also keep up and interact with Flavio Salza via LinkedIn and Twitter. Plus, check back weekly for new episodes. Until next time, keep rocking and loving on what you do.